For the fourth day in a row, Florida reporting a record in single-day coronavirus deaths. The number of fatalities jumping Friday by 257. Total confirmed cases statewide now topping 470,000. So that's where Florida stands on the final day of July, a month that delivered setbacks across the U.S. for plans to accelerate reopenings. Across the country in July alone, U.S. coronavirus deaths rose by almost 25,000, and cases doubled in at least 18 states, according to a tally by Reuters. So how does the country with the worst known outbreak in the world, at roughly 4.5 million known cases, move ahead to control the spread? That was the central idea behind an hours-long House hearing Friday, where political clashes took up a good chunk of time. Here's what the panel's top Democrat and Republican had to say in their opening statements.
The United States response stands out as among the worst of any country in the world. My question is, where should we go from here?
To suggest that there's not a plan. In fact, when you look at the title of today's hearing, urgent need for a plan, that's not the title of a hearing, that's a political narrative. You wouldn't even be here today if there wasn't a plan.
Later, top U.S. infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci resisted efforts by a GOP representative to criticize protests against racial injustice.
Should we limit the protesting? You make all kinds of recommendations. You make comments on dating, on baseball. Government stopping people from going to church, Dr. Fauci?
I'm not favoring anybody over anybody. I'm just making a statement that's a broad statement that avoid crowds of any type, no matter where you are.
Now, President Trump has just tweeted out.
Donald Trump referencing a chart shown during the hearing, tweeting, "More cases for the U.S. than Europe is because we do much more testing."
Dr. Fauci, do you agree with President's statement, or do you stand by your previous answer?
I stand by my previous statement that the increase in cases was due to a number of factors, one of which was that in the attempt to reopen, that in some situations states did not abide strictly by the guidelines that the task force and the White House had put out.
And now a key model is projecting U.S. COVID-19 deaths will reach more than 230,000 by November. That's up by nearly 11,000 from the previous forecast just a week ago. Melissa Duggan, City News.